Sagittarius. What's good, fam? Fammies, the fam bams. Yo, what is up? Yo, I just wanted to share this experience. I woke up this morning and the patio that I am currently staying at, I woke up at like 6 something this morning, and this feather was left for me on top of the balcony that's right over here. And it's dope because I've always been connected to crows for a very long time, and if you look into it more too, it's these are spirit animals, and also, you know, your ancestors that are connected to you. And I've been collecting their feathers pretty recently too. And it's just crazy how, you know, just this morning I literally woke up and it felt just, you know, when you first wake up, it just feels like you're just coming out of your dreams, which we are. And so it just felt so magical because I like woke up and I like saw something just like, it looked like this was just placed on there, you feel me? Because it was. And I just woke up, and because I be feeding them bread as much as I can too, and they'll be coming through. And I actually know which bird this one is too that left this, which is so fucking powerful and dope. I love it. Mwah. Oof. So dope, so dope. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, and so too in shamanism, it's also used when we're saging in ceremony. These feathers, the crow's feathers, are used to help direct the sage smoke. So it's most definitely a part of just, you know, the ceremony, and it's super dope. It feels like, you know, they like how do you say, like it's an honor to receive like their feather, because that's beautiful omens, and you know, it's just that gratitude. And if anybody who's, you know, who loves their pets and everything, especially cats too, they give you gifts, right? If you ever had allowed your cats like out of your place, where they could just like come and go. I grew up around cats, and so I used to have my cats, I would like leave the window open for them so that they can come in and out of the apartment. And so I just remember one time coming back and I saw a little bird head by the door, right? We would think that that's like gross, disgusting or whatever, but in fact, it's actually their way of showing us their gratitude of, you know, us being the owners of them. And it's just them showing us their gratitude. So I think that's beautiful when, you know, these animals can connect with us just as humans in the way that they do. It's their love language, right? Which is beautiful. It's dope. I love it. So anywho, this is very special to me right now. So I'll most definitely be keeping this feather for a very long time. It's beautiful. It's so dope. Okay, so Saggy, what's good, you guys? Yo, if y'all haven't already, love, like, share, subscribe, vibe with your girl. Thank you guys for coming back, you know, to the channel, to all the social medias, helping to build and establish all these platforms with me. I hella love and appreciate you guys. Thank you once again. It's your time and energy that helps to continue to build these channels, and to help build and bring these messages out to our collective that is needing to hear these healing vibrations, you know. These are just ways to guide us, to help us navigate through our daily lives and what we're going through, our experience. So let's tap in, y'all. Again, love, like, share, subscribe. Welcome to all the newbies coming through, coming true. All my old subscribers, thank y'all so much for coming through. Yo, and on another tip, we have 100 subscribers, which I'm so like that's so dope to me, because like I've said it in my previous in the previous readings, it's just, like this channel is just meant for me to fully like share my experience and be able to express myself through tarot. This is just another form of my expression as an artist, as a creative, and to be able to build these channels and all the different ways that I've been able to, and to have people supporting, it's so dope. It's a humbling feeling. And just, it's that reassurance, because it's like, damn, we're doing something good. We're doing something right, and it's supporting and inspiring other people that, maybe even yourselves, you're on this new journey within yourself. You're trying to figure out other ways to express yourself and not limit yourself, right? And maybe there's some people that are on here that are learning tarot themselves, and through my experience, I'll tell you, just through the hardships that I had gone through in the past, I found a shop that led me to picking up my first tarot cards. And with that experience and the time and place that I was in, I actually were gifted those cards when I first picked it up. So for many of those who know about just when tarot cards are gifted to you, it's the passing of just this lineage of this tarot. And it was overwhelming at first, because I didn't know at that time how to like receive it. And those were so many different like lessons that I was needing to heal for myself. And it was so dope and beautiful. I mean, to this day and to the rest of my life, I'll always remember that moment. And it's these beautiful sisters that own this shop that I went to from Thailand, that owned the shop. And one of the sisters, she was the one that gifted me the tarot. So to anybody, so back to what I was saying, to anybody, just needing and looking for tools to help them, to help you build, and kind of go through, your healing journey. Most definitely, if tarot is something that is that you're attracted to, I mean, obviously you're right here, and to anybody that's been thinking about doing tarot themselves, try it out, and it started just with me picking up a deck and just doing my own readings. It wasn't until literally, I would say like this past year, realistically, like the beginning of this year, where I decided to just put more effort into sharing this side of me, but also to really just be in this mission and to fully like tap in and share and spread, the tarot community. So again, so if this is something that has inspired you, most definitely, if you're being called to like build your own channel, start your own, your own pages, just pick up a pair of decks, multiple, to where, that just becomes a sacred part for yourself. And a sacred, tool for yourself. You don't even have to start a YouTube or Instagram just yet. Just get comfortable with yourself and holding onto a tarot deck and, just going through like what these images are, and just, really tapping in and just going in with yourself and feeling how comfortable or uncomfortable you are with it. So it's dope. Again, this was years when that happened for me. So if that message is for somebody, that's coming out right now. But yeah, most definitely, I look at tarot as like this is another form of a healing tool. These are just, perspectives and guidance based off of my experiences, and being able to help share and spread who I am based off of my experiences, again, as a creative doing this work. So I hope and I love that you guys are coming back, and shout out to all you 100 subscribers for being here, for real. Like I was saying earlier, like it's just, something that I was always into, and just never wasn't expecting, anything big out of this. It's just I love being able to help and share and be of an inspiration to any and everybody, because especially having gone through so much, and experiencing a lot in my life, it's like, you get to a point where you're just like, man, I would never want anybody to have to experience and go through what I've gone through, because when you've gone through so much and for so long, it's like, again, you get to that humbleness within yourself when you've done so much healing work. It gets to a point where you're just like, man, I just would like, I want everybody to have the direction that I never had. I want to be able to help share and, my experiences, with people that are also going through their own experiences and feel like they don't even have a voice to express themselves. You feel me? Because we all go through it. It's, especially when we're going through like these hardships and not knowing like, what the fuck do I do? Right? Because one, you probably don't have the support system. Your family has shunned you. People are looking at you fucking sideways and upside down and crazy and, like, what are you doing? Kind of thing. And so it's hard to, navigate through those trenches, and so, back to, as like myself and my experiences, I had to navigate through those through those trenches on my own, and it took years to get to where I'm at now, and I'm in my mid-30s. And so it's been a journey. It's been just like, and we're still going, you feel me? And I'm still feeling, the vibrancy of that, just the inner child in me that's just forever gonna be there and forever has guided me to where I am now and to where I'm continuing to go. And so again, y'all, I hella love and appreciate you guys for coming back and coming true. So I hope that inspires and helps everybody. You feel me? Like, there's no limit into what we can do as human beings. It's a matter of our self-mastery, of how much you're willing to dive into your depths, dive into your deeper emotions, dive into like all that trauma, all the crazy, wild experiences that you've gone through since you were a kid, And so it takes that courage, it takes that dedication, it takes that trusting yourself and trusting the higher power, to give you that faith, to continue to give yourself that faith, to continue to give yourself that confidence, to continue to tell yourself like, this is me, this is who I am, this is my mission, and nobody else can tell me what else to fucking do. You're either with me or you're not with me. And again, it comes to a point where, like I said, you've gone through so much turbulence in your life, and you've experienced so many people that haven't supported you your entire life, me being one of them. And it gets to a point where you found like your power to where you are now strong in it, and you're able to stand up for yourself. You're able to not feel like somebody's talking down on you or trying to shift you into a direction that they want you to be in. You feel me? That's not even your direction. That's nothing to do with your journey or your purpose of you being here. And so there's a lot of people that are out here doing that, and unfortunately it's the low vibrational entities that are distracting and hosting in these people that have yet done the healing work within themselves. So when they see somebody showing up authentic and true and in their power and doing something completely different than what society's saying to do, they're going to be the ones to judge what they would never even do for themselves. So even put that into perspective, and like, look at the people that have always judged you. It's going to be the family, the friends closest to you, jobs, and people in situations that they themselves haven't even experienced the life that you fucking live, or even experience, or even want to try to evolve bigger than what they are. You feel me? So it takes time to really get to a place where, again, like your experiences, you learning the lessons that you always need to learn through these like hardships, through, you know, the good and bad. It's a yin and yang of just the evolution of this human experience. So when you've taken the time so much and you've dedicated your heart, your body, your spirit, your mind, your soul to this journey, to you, to your self-mastery, to your self-love, you'd be surprised of how much it becomes so easy. And that's the whole like magic of it. It's like you start aging backwards. So I don't look like I'm in my mid-30s because, again, like I've done and taken the time for myself to do all the healing work and not allow people's perspectives or judgments towards me that have, you know, that I have allowed in the past to not take over what I am here and destined to do, what's been written for me and what has been written for everybody. We just need to find what that is and real honestly, and mind our own business and help each other in the way that we can fully help each other evolve as higher human beings, right? And so yeah, this is a message that just is coming out. So I hope that helped and inspired somebody. That was most definitely a deeper message. And I hope, again, that is, you know, something that can trigger something in you to help you continue on your journey, continue on your path, and just, you know, keep the faith, man. It's, again, you're going to run through like the trenches, but as long as you continue to stay true and honest within yourself and really like honest and like figure out your traumas and your triggers and why things are going the way that you want it to and why you've been driven by your ego for so long and why you're allowing materialistic things to take over who you are when in reality that's not you. The mask, you know, figure out what mask, why are you wearing the mask that you are, just to fit in with society. And so again, it's like, you know, it comes to a point in time where certain experiences are going to make you kind of take a step back. And you're going to follow your intuition a lot more. And again, with my experiences, I've been able to tap into my intuition at such a young age since I was a kid because I had a traumatic experience that allowed me to feel in my body like the situation that had happened, what was going on around that time. And since then, it allowed me to build my intuition into my 30s. And so you can imagine just building that muscle, right? In any skill that we're building, just imagine at such a young age, I was working, I was working that intuition, you know, for so long, and it's guided me to where I'm at today. And so that's why I'm able to, you know, be able to tap into certain things and connect in certain ways. And, you know, and don't get me wrong, like I do, like there's times where people, you know, look at me like, damn, you're a little too much or you're a little too deep. I've had that before. And it's like, no, this is just me. This is what I've been given. This is the gift that I was given. And so it's dope to be able to find people that are able to intellectually connect with you on like a higher vibration and not on like a surface level. I love the intellects and the conversations that I can connect with people on some real shit, you know what I mean? We're not faking the funk. We're not over here putting on a mask or a show. It's like we're all humans. We experience shit. And so when you're able to just, you know, accept who you are and accept the experiences that you've gone through, you're not going to allow that shit to affect you in the future. And it takes time. It takes practice. It takes every day. It takes letting go of a lot of fucking people to the point where you're just comfortable and sitting at your own fucking table by yourself. You feel me? All right. Let's get into it. Oh, I could go. We'll go deeper into that message. Yo, that's a fucking dope message. I'm glad we went into that. Okay, so let's get into Sagittarius. Let's get into Saggy's message. That was a heavy one. We're all about them heavy hitters. You feel me? All right, so Saggy, let's get into this reading. So we're gonna see what the core issue is. We're gonna see what were the actions and feelings in the past. What the universe has advice for you, how you're feeling right now, and what's going to happen in the future, and what advice God, your ancestors, the universe is going to give to you moving forward in the future. So let's tap in, y'all. Yo, if you haven't already, love, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Y'all know the deal already. Y'all know the deal. Okay, so Sagittarius, there we go. Where are we? What's the core? Okay, and so what was the issue in the past? What was going on in the past? What was going on in the past? Okay. Thank you, ancestors, benevolence. Okay, so that's in the past. And what was the feeling? What was the actions? What were the actions about that in the past? Oof. Okay. Okay. And then what's the advice? Okay. Sorry, guys. One second. Closing because it's gonna start to get busy right now. Okay, and how are we feeling right now? How are we feeling? How is Sagittarius feeling right now? Okay. And what is happening in the future? And what's the advice? Perfect. Okay. Okay, dope. So, this is what we got, y'all. All right. So, right now, the overall situation and energy that you're in right now is you're in this kind of freedom spirit. You're feeling like this new beginning in your whole entire being. You're kind of just in that spontaneity, like, no strings attached, like, I have nothing to lose. New beginnings are happening around you, being in this position, the full position, which is a good, and could be, also imbalance as well, depending on how you're doing it, right? Depending on how balanced you are in it. So, and then what was happening in the past was you were overcoming obstacles and situations that were happening in the past. Your willpower was very strong. You were definitely self-disciplined, and you were working hard and concentrating on like your standards in your life, with the Chariot. You were definitely just, like super focused. You were really just, trying to get like your life together, just balancing just life, period. And so the actions that were taken in the past, there's a lot of, it looks like there's a lot of just confusion and heartbreak. And again, this is a general message, so take it as, in love situation, in business, in relationships, to however you're connecting. And it's not gender specific as well. So it's feeling as though that there was most definitely some sort of like third party situation. There's like, a heartbreak that maybe you invested like some of your time into. It could be into, friendships, people, places, your investment in your money. And so the advice from God and ancestors in the universe was, so there was, there needs to be better decision making in your investments that are going to be coming to you in the future. Because all this hard work that you were doing, even though you had to go through that pain, and experiencing, the people, the places, the relationships that you had to go through in order for you to get to this, to the fruits of your labor, you have to know this time around that making the right investments into the people, it's more it's more quality versus the quantity now, right? So it's really looking at your circumstances. It's really looking at the people that are around you. It's really looking at all the investments that you currently have now, comparing to what you had in the past, to be able to make better decisions in that. And so right now you're kind of feeling maybe a little overcritical and pessimistic about, things that are just happening around you right now, or just, feeling like that, that just very, just critical about either yourself or just people and things around you. And so, what to look forward to in the future, what's going to be happening is there's going to be some sort of situation switching up for you, like within the structure of your home, within the connections of the people that you have around you, business partnerships. There's going to be like this shift, and it's going to be very like, kind of like it's going to be pulled under, like the rug's going to be pulled underneath you kind of feeling. If you're not paying attention and listening to the signs and synchronicities that you're supposed to be listening to. So the advice from the universe, from God, from your ancestors, from everybody, it's time to take a break. It's time to really take a break at the moment, and look at everything that has been going on around the situation that has been happening. You have to travel back inwards. So it's saying travel back home, but to me it feels you have to take a step back and travel back home here. And because you need to find the vision and the clarity, because all of this right now, it's looking like, all the investments and things that you had gone through or going through, they're just kind of stagnant, and it's just, it's not going your way. And so you're feeling very critical about everything around you. And so you got to figure out where that's coming from. Why is that like a turmoil or an energy that exists? Right? That's that feeling. And so you need to most definitely just like take a step back. And it's dope and fun to be in this adventurous and kind of like naive, like I don't give a shit, like let me just continue to make these investments in things that that aren't even good for you. And so don't be surprised if things show up the way that you don't want them to, because there's already been signs and synchronicities telling you that not to do it, not to invest in these things. And so when you're so stuck in that kind of, like carelessness, it's kind of immature. That feeling is very immature, but that's fine. Again, I mean, it's experiences and ways and lessons that we need to learn. But if you're not learning the lesson, it's going to continue the cycle over and over and over again. So in the future, if you're continuing the cycle, it's going to be the same thing. And so realistically, you got to like really take the time to step back and go inwards, go within yourself, so you can balance out this adventurous side of you. So you can balance out, like, when to be spontaneous, coming from a healed and grounded place, not coming from like an egotistic, materialistic place where it's going to cause you more pain, where it's going to cause you more heartache, where it's going to cause you to be in this Three of Swords, right? Because you're not being wise in the investments that you're making at the moment. And so that's the future advice. And so you just need to ground and heal whatever's going on with you that you probably have just, suppressed for a long time. And you've just, allowed your work to take over those pain, to suppress that pain. And it's starting to come up. It's starting to surface. Clearly, you're seeing it through things that aren't working out for you. And so when that happens, those are indications of telling you, like, this is God telling you to, like, yo, slow down, because we don't want you to continue the cycle anymore. We're done seeing you go through the shit. We're done seeing you allow yourself to accept that, these investments that took advantage of you, that betrayed you, that caused you to go through certain obstacles, to make these, irrational investments. And that's fine. Again, these are just lessons and experiences that we gain along our journeys so that we can learn the lessons and move on and not carry it into our future. So be careful is what they're saying, because if you continue the cycle, you're going to get the same investments. So that's the tough love. That's the real love. You know what I mean? The tough love is the real love. And that's, again, it's coming from a space of a healed and experienced way of saying it. The tough love. Yeah, there's certain people that do give tough love in a very like ego and very like lack mentality, and like they're trying to have power over you. There's other types of tough love coming from somebody who's experienced so much in their life, who's healed so much from life, tough experiences, to saying to you that you got to get your shit together. Because God, your ancestors, and I say that with so much love and respect, but God and your ancestors have been giving you signs for a very long time, it feels like. And, again, it'll take time for you to get out of your shit, basically. It's taken, it takes all of us however long it needs to take for us to figure out, like, okay, well, shit, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be a player anymore. I don't want to, do these, like, recklessness energies or, party fucking hard the way, like, yo, trust me. Again, it's like, it comes to a point in time in our lives, in our journeys, in our career, in our evolution of our growth, our higher self, our higher being, to be better than what we had experienced. Because we have a higher mission, we have a higher calling. So when it's judgment day, when shit's starting to not like go the way that you want to, you got to take a step back and figure out why that's happening right now. So let's tap into, with so much love. I feel like, older sister, like saying this to somebody, or just sister, or, just like a friend, like a best friend. Like, I would love to have a friend, tell me when I'm like fucking up, and not like boost my ego and being like, yo, yeah, you're doing good. That's what you need to do. Like, don't worry about that and that. Nah, bruh. You gotta slow down. Like, don't fuck around, dude. Like, or sis, like, whoever's watching this, for whatever reason, like, this is in my experience. And again, this doesn't have to resonate for anybody, but I know this is connecting to somebody. And all I gotta say is, like, you have been seeing the signs and synchronicities of what you need to do. You got to get yourself out of the shit. You got to get yourself out of your own way, so that you can have more abundance in the things that you want, the better investments into the people, places, and things that you are trying to manifest. You know what I mean? You gotta slow down right now. You gotta hold up, Bray. Hold up before, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You feel me? And so, like, let's make these, better decisions. Let's, like, it's with all love and respect. Like, let's grow up, and like, let's decide on what we need to do. You feel me? And so let's look right here. Look, like right here. Okay, so more of the signs and synchronicities that we need to tap into. So 000, this also reflects into the main energy that's going on around you. For me, this is saying and feeling that you need to come back to that 0 point, right? And how we were saying in the beginning, come back to that 0 point of you, of that, just the center of you. Come back to the 0 point of where it all begins, whether that's, from your childhood, in meditation, back to where there's a clean canvas for you to sit and meditate within your being, within yourself. And so you're probably seeing these numbers 000, 7. You could be a life path number 7. And so you, once again, like, you sitting in this power, in this position, you are definitely a big manifester. And so you are also, with that, obviously, you are a creator. So say this meditation, say this affirmation to yourself every time, so that you can find that balance again within you. Like, I know I've gone through this pain, and I know the shit that I need to deal with because I'm a creator. I know I have a higher calling. I'm a creator. I know that, I'm being called to do better for myself, and I need to let go of all the things that I have to let go of because I'm a creator, and don't self-sabotage that, And so here we go. So this is what is being said. You are one with the Creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on Earth. So most definitely, you are being called to step up more into your power. You're being called to step up more into your power, and you're connected to your ancestors. You're connected to God, whoever you're praying to on a daily, like, that you're on your mission. And so you just got to get out of your own way when it comes to your mission, basically, when it comes to you focusing and doing what it is that you got to do. And don't miss out on, don't ignore those signs. Don't allow your ego to take over your path, your journey. Don't allow that ego to make you skip out on the opportunities that are, that are meant for you. So let's see how we need to ground that message. Let's see what Pachamama is saying to do, because again, like, grounding, you got to come back to 0 point within yourself, and that's the only way that you can make better investments. That's the dopest investment that you could ever do for yourself. investing in yourself, and not on an egotistical way. I gotta keep saying that, but on a very like mature, healthy, healed, spiritual, vulnerable, like truth within yourself, the most authentic, the most unjudging like way that you could ever possibly be for yourself. That's fucking dope. That's beautiful as fuck. That is sexy as fuck, dude. And that's what's called aging backwards. You feel me? Yes. And that's what we all thrive to be, you know, that youth of fountain, right? And again, it just, you gotta get out of your ego. That's basically what is happening and feeling right now, because you are on a mission, and God and your ancestors are trying to show you the way. And so you got to get out of that shit with all love and respect. You got to get out of that shit with all love and respect. And again, this is, this is some realness. And I love, like I said, I would rather have that best friend, my sister, my brother, to tell me that hard truth. You feel me? Because we need that. That's what's going to help get us, and especially if they're looking for us to be better for ourselves. You feel me? Not on some I have power over you. No, it's bruh, from experience. We want people to do good in their lives. You know what I mean? At least I do. There's a lot of people that don't want other people to shine bigger and brighter. But I'm in a position where I'm I want everybody to shine, because you know what? When other people shine, that means I'm shining. When I'm shining, other people are shining. You feel me? So another perspective. But you're going to find people that are going to use you for your shine. So you got to look out for that. And so that's probably why you've been in your ego for so long. I love this. I hope this message is resonating for somebody. I know it is. I fucking know it is. And I hella love that you are listening to this message. And I hope it really just sets you free a little bit. I hope it sets you free. And, and that's always the best thing of if I could be that positive influence to you, doing my job. You feel me? Doing my job. So let's see what Pachamama, let's see what she's saying, what she wants you to do. Okay. Boundaries. Exactly. The boundaries. Exactly. As I was saying, because, people are probably, you're used to people using you. You're used to people, you're unfortunately used to this heartbreak, right? So you're used to people using everything that you've had probably your entire life. You're probably just, you're so used to it. You're just so used to, again. So you need to have healthy boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Right? It's all these hands, and people are just around you, just kind of, taking your energy, and you're allowing it because, like I said, you're just maybe, from your upbringing, or from, just your way of thinking that this is the only way that you can get, these good investments, is spreading yourself too thin. Look at all those hands that are just trying to get into your energy. Right. Hold on. Back to 0 point. Back to zero. Back to zero. So, I hope this helped somebody. I know it most definitely did. So, you guys, thank you guys once again for coming through and coming true. I love and appreciate you guys for giving the time and energy to coming back to these messages. Once again, this is a self-love journey that needs to take place and that needs to be healed. And so you need to respect your boundaries and set it to a very selfishly healthy place. And don't allow anybody to tell you that you're being selfish for having boundaries. What? I'm sorry. but I'm allowed to be who I am supposed to be and have and decide on how and who I want to be in my life and do things the way I want to. And so if I'm saying that I no longer want you around my life and I'm setting up boundaries and I'm not giving you the time and energy for all the obvious reasons, I don't need to explain anything. So, you guys, I hella love and appreciate you all. I hope this helped and resonated for everybody. If you need anything else from me, everything's going to be in the description box. Tap right in with your girl, y'all. Peace and so much love.